reckon? Is anybody coming up?
So it's not good, isn't it?
Anybody on?
No one's on yet, but it is live.
Perfect. Just tell me when someone comes on.
I'll do.
I'm just waiting for it to come live, aren't we? Is anybody on now? I'm going to have to see the questions. I need you to...
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's really good. You want to pass me that while I put a live thing on real quickly?
No, because I need it.
You don't need it right now. The dog.
Hello, you. You come say hello? The new recruit.
Right, you're just waiting now, aren't you?
Yeah. So guys, just waiting for it to come live on Instagram as well, and then we'll be all good to go. Start analysing these swings for you. Some of them are great, by the way.
I'll do a live. I'll go live on Instagram now. How do you do that again? Can you do it on these phones?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Oh yeah. Okay, it's going ready. Oh.
So is anybody on?
Yeah, there's people watching now on YouTube and you're live on Instagram.
Perfect. So, hi guys, welcome to AlexElliottGolf. As you know about my post on Instagram, it's all about analysing a few of the swings that you guys sent in. Great feedback, by the way. Loads and loads of people have sent some swings in, so we'll get down to analysing them. Firstly, we're going to start with Emily. Mick Charles sent this in. She's come on leaps and bounds the last few months, apparently, which is absolutely great to hear. I think it looks absolutely great. And the posture's good. I just made a few notes here, so I'll read these for you, Emily. I think the posture's great. I love the movement into the ball. I think what you're doing, just keep working on what you're doing. I think it's really, really good. The only one thing I picked up on that, literally, is so minor. It's just so good what you're doing at the moment. I just basically like to see your backswing be a little shorter. I think it can get a little bit longer on the way back. But yeah, I think it looks great. So just show everybody at home what the swing is.
Move it closer. Closer.
Which I think is absolutely great, guys. I'll show you one more time.
That's it, bring it right closer.
I think you'll all agree. If you comment below and say how good it is, I think it's absolutely great. Keep up the good work you're doing, and hopefully we'll see you on TV soon, Emily. Keep up. And the next one was sent in by Buddy Golf. I'll just get this up for you now. So,
just slow it down a minute because it's not people are on yet. You can just slow it down. How many people live? You need to start getting people to comment.
Are people live? Guys, comment if you're
if you'd like to be able to.
Comment if you're live there, guys, and want to hear me analyse a few swings.
Find the link.
So just a few of the videos that we're going to be looking at is from Andrew Davis, Daniel Anderson, a guy called Drew, Hamza, Joe Silcock, Landon Spencer, Mark Wills, Noah, Ryan Wood and Sam Leach, and there's also a few more as well. So if I've not read out your name there, guys, do not worry. They will be coming out as well. So the next one we're going to look at is called Mark Wills. Let's get him up now. Don't know if you're live, Mark. Are you live? If you're live with us now, do you want to comment below on YouTube? Head over to my YouTube channel, guys. AlexElliottGolf. Got any comments?
Yeah, but I'm having problems because I can't find the URL for it.
I know it.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Things I've got no.
So guys, like I said, we're going to be analysing a few swings here tonight. If anybody else wants to send them in to AlexElliottGolf@gmail.com. Are there any questions while we wait, guys? Anything you want to know about me, myself, my golf, my YouTube channel, what you'd like to see coming up in the future?
Remember Emily's swing.
Like I said, we've also gone through Emily's swing before, which is absolutely great, by the way. Like I keep saying, I think what she needs to do is she needs to keep doing what she's doing, work on her balance a little more, and hold that finish a little longer. And also, like I say, I just want to see her swing it a little bit shorter, but what she's working on, what she's practicing looks absolutely great. Posture's great, moving to the ball's great, and also I think she's going to be one to watch out for the future, so keep up your good work, Emily. Like I said, next one we're going to move on to in a minute is Mark Wills. Has anybody got any questions before we move on to that one?
The link's now in the bio.
The link is now in the bio for this live YouTube channel, so head over to AlexElliottGolf. Subscribe, comment below what you want me to talk about in between analysing these swings, and we'll make this a night of golf and you tell me what you want to talk about. Got any questions there, guys?
Someone said, "Is all the swings they sent in going to be analysed today?"
Yeah, most of them, hopefully all of them, will be analysed tonight. So what's your name? And we'll do yours next if you're live.
I don't know who's the P. Someone says, "Is the left wrist being straight at the top massively important?" By Carl Cole.
As in straight, do you mean bowed, then, or like this? I'd say as long as this matches our club face at the top, that's great, because then we've got a bit of club face control. This will determine where the club face is. I like to see this quite flat. That's my personal preference. You've got Dustin Johnson, who has it quite bowed. You also some of the players who have it not so straight. I mean, personally, I'd like to see it quite flat at the top. Maybe a little bit of hinge in there. That's my personal preference.
And this is going to end, so you have to go on YouTube.
I know. So guys, the next one we're going to look at, if you head over to my YouTube channel, AlexElliottGolf now, go over, subscribe, comment below. We'll talk about what you want to talk about tonight, guys. So just comment below, let us know a few questions.
Paradisian18 said, "Was it me? It was him, yeah." He said, "Is all the videos, what they sent in, going to be analysed today?"
Yes, they'll all be analysed tonight, do not worry. We're just going to go through them in order. We've got about 30 videos to go through, guys, over my YouTube channel. So go over, subscribe, comment below. Let me know you're here so I can talk about your swing when you're here, so you can see, listen, ask more questions if you don't quite understand what I'm saying. That's the best way of doing about this, guys. So when you're here live, comment below and we'll start talking about your swing.
Mick Charles, who said in the video about Emily, said, "Any drills to get my Emily's swing back shorter?"
Few ones I'd do that will basically help you on your balance as well. I'd hit shots with the feet really close together. This will not only make it a bit shorter at the top, because if she swings too far, she can become off balance, but by having your feet really close together, it's an easy, quick, simple way of her feeling how to swing within herself and not make a swing off her feet. So basically, feet as close together as you can, little swings, and that'll give her a great feeling for a bit of balance and control. That's the way I'd go about it, and I hope that works for you, Emily.
Carl said, where do I post my swing?
Send it, Carl. It's best sending it into AlexElliottGolf@gmail.com. That's the best way to send it, because I can use my V1 app then. Draw a few lines in it, analyse it that way. Better for me and better for you. So that's AlexElliottGolf, LLT in Elliot, @gmail.com.
Okay, just get going.
Any more questions, guys?
Patrick McLaughlin said, pitching back in the stance or middle of the stance using the bounce.
I'd say more towards the middle. If you're going to use the bounce, I like to see the face a little bit open as well, because then we can get the ball, the club going underneath the ball a little bit better. I'd say towards the middle, back of middle. That'd be great for me. Hope that helps you. And also my weight 60-40 towards the target when I'm pitching as well. Just help us get that bit of a descending blow on the ball. The key thing is with pitching, I think, we want to bruise the ground. We don't want to be taking big steep divots. We want to make a nice bruise of the ground, sending that ball not too spinny in the air, not too low. Just really get a nice purchase on the ball. So, shall we move on to some more of the swings? Like I said before, we're going to move on to Mark Wills. So I'll get his swing up now, guys. I'll play it for you guys at home. I think it looks great. Comment below what you guys think. 2 things and 2 improvements that I think Mark needs to improve on. I think his posture, if you have a look here, I think his posture is a little bit on his heels. I think he needs to stand a little bit more athletic. Like, imagine, Mark, you're stood on a kitchen stool at home. You kind of perch on the end of it with your bum. Your weight's going through the centre of your feet. It's not on your heels. And also, I'd see a little bit of a less of an arch in there. That'll hopefully make your swing be able to rotate a little bit better. And also, I like to see the swing a little shorter. I don't want to see that swing going past parallel at the top. I think that maybe will give you a bit of inconsistency. Also, another thing I picked up on, Mark, for you was, if we take the swing to the top, ideally, if we're drawing this line, like you can see here, guys, we'd want this coming right through the centre of the feet. So if we're swinging it more over your right shoulder, that would be absolutely fantastic, Mark. But all in all, I love the move down into the ball. It looks really powerful. And keep doing what you're doing. It looks great. Keep up the good work, Mark.
Go straight to Iffy.
Yeah, that's actually next.
They said, mine was quite dark on the beach. I know my head movement is quite poor throughout the swing, but was just intrigued what tips you may have.
So I've got yours here. So if I look at your swing everything now, your head moves quite behind the ball at impact. My best advice for this is, if you look at Annika Sorensen, her head follows that ball and the eyes remain quite level through the shot. So my advice to you is put that in on YouTube, Annika Sorensen, watch how her head moves, follows the ball, and the eye line remains quite with the ball, it's not down and past. So best thing, the base feeling I'd use, and the phrase I use, is kind of up and out of it. So you constantly hit up, we're not hitting the head, the arms have gone past and your head's still down here. Following that ball flight as quick as you can with those eyes. Another thing, I know you said it's quite a dark video, that club face looked like it's pointing the sky a little bit to me. I mean, I can't really tell because of the video. So I put in my notes right here that it possibly could be a bit of a strong grip, which could create a bit of a closed club face at the top. So my advice to you is just make sure that grip's good. So we've got 2.5 knuckles on the left hand, and we shake hands with the right. Let's not make sure it's not too strong and too under with the right hand. But as I can say, I couldn't really see that because of the video, but that's my advice to you. But one thing I did love about your swing is it looks really quite balanced. So whatever you're working on, it looks really good. All I'd say is have a quick look at Annika Sorensen's swing. My feeling is up and out of it with your eyes, watching that ball flight. Learn what she does. I think that would be a great thing for you to look at and hopefully improve your swing. Have you got any other questions about your swing? So I'll just show you the swing, everybody at home.
Just said thank you.
I think it's a great move. So guys, if you're watching on Instagram now, head over to my YouTube channel, AlexElliottGolf. I'm analysing a few swings. Some of these are great, by the way. A few young kids on here, which are very, very impressive. Very impressive.
Whoever was DAP104.
Yeah.
He sent a video in. I recognise his profile picture. He's commented on Instagram.
DAP104.
DAP104.
Yeah, I've got his now. 1 second, bear me 2 seconds. Daniel Anderson, that is.
Daniel Anderson, yeah.
Hi guys, so if you're watching on Instagram, make sure you head over to my YouTube channel, AlexElliottGolf. We're live on there, analysing the swings. Subscribe, comment below saying you're watching on YouTube, and we'll start analysing your swings. So, Daniel, the first impressions were that I think the grip looks a little strong. Let me show you on the V1 app. For me, I can see, if you look at your starting picture here, Daniel,
and show you,
and then go on YouTube, guys, it just looks like, to me, the right hand's a little bit underneath, and the left hand, you can probably see about 3 or 4 knuckles, or basically all your knuckles on your left hand. That, for me, would be why you're struggling with your longer irons, like you said in the post. I like to see 2.5 knuckles on the left, and then just shake hands with the right. Really simple, Daniel. I think that'll hopefully marry up the club face and you swing a little bit easier, and hopefully you'll see improvements in your strike with that. Like I said, I think it's just a little bit of a strong grip, so let's neutral that grip up, which will hopefully also, if I show you posture at address, by neutraling that grip up, guys, that'll hopefully get those shoulders a little bit more level, not so much like we're like hitting the driver, so not tilted so far to the right when we're hitting it. Who's next on here? Guys, make sure you head over to my YouTube channel, AlexElliottGolf, analysing a few swings tonight. Comment, subscribe, let me know you're listening. Hopefully give you some tips.
Harry Williams.
Harry Williams.
When will you look at the swing? So I think that's the guy from Ireland, is it?
I'll get that now. Harry Williams. Harry Williams, yeah. Just before we move on to Harry Williams, I think there's a lot of speculation now, people kind of making golf quite technical. I'm a strong believer, and some people might call me old-fashioned, but I'm a strong believer in ball flight and divots kind of be a great indication for how we're hitting it. I think sometimes people try and make it far too complicated, and there is times where we can make it complicated and look at certain things in certain ways, but then there's times to kind of be fresh and be kind of thinking kind of to a point where you know it's concise, it's to the point, and it's not getting too muddled up in your head. So when people come in and like say, "Oh, how many swing thoughts should you have?" I'd personally have maybe 1, possibly 2 at the very most. I think there's a lot of speculation and people thinking about certain things, certain positions. At the end of the day, we've got to get up the ball around the golf course in a certain amount of shots, and there's plenty of ways of doing it. Dustin Johnson, Jim Furyk, I mean, they're 2 examples of people who do it 2 different ways, and I don't think when people are commenting saying, "Oh, I want to swing it perfect," for me, in my opinion, there's not a perfect way to swing it. I think the perfect way is that you can make sure you repeat every single time and you know what shot's coming out. That's my kind of definition of perfect in that kind of way. So moving on to Harry Williams. Harry, give me a video up on my phone here on the V1.
By the way, Aify said, "Thanks, Alex. Appreciate your time."
No problem. Make sure you look at that video. It's a really, really good way of make sure you're up and out of it, following that ball with your eyes, and not so much keeping that head down. Let's have a look at Harry here. I'll just play it one more time. I think you can all agree, guys, that's a very, very, very impressive golf swing. I mean, it's not quite down the line, so it's kind of hard for me to pick up on, but the only things that I'd suggest were, Harry, I kind of made notes on, were I kind of think it goes a bit past parallel at the top. I'd possibly make that a bit shorter, just hopefully make it a little bit more consistent for you, but the move down into the ball is really good, really powerful. You have quite a steep shaft angle on the way back, but like I said, I wouldn't worry about that at all. On the way down, I think, if you'd all agree at home, it's a very good, very powerful movement. I think what you're doing, keep working on what you're doing. The only thing I said is that it's a little bit steep on the way back. I just make sure the butt of the club, we're kind of working it more around the body, not as up. But in all, I think it's an absolutely great movement. And the only other thing I sort of picked up on was, again, this kind of head dropping and going towards the ball. Like I said earlier, for somebody else's swing, I think you should make sure that our eyes are following the ball earlier. I think we've all heard it. Make sure your head came up on that one, your head came up on that one. But in theory, I want your head and your eyes remaining level and following that ball as early as you can. And I think that'll kind of stop your head moving towards the ball at impact. So that's my tips for you, Harry. Quite simple. Like I said, I like to keep it simple, concise, and something that you can go out on the course and play with right away. That's my theory anyway. So I hope that helps you, Harry. Any comments below about any other questions, any other shots that you hit? And I'll give you any more tips. I'll show you how you swing one more time. Great movement, as you can say. Hi guys, if you're live on Instagram, make sure you head over to AlexElliottGolf. Comment below saying you're here, subscribe, and hopefully we'll get your swings analysed.
I'm just doing a picture just.
Right. Who's the next one? Any more questions there?
Dave Blatherwick says, do you do on-course lessons? Where are you from?
So Dave, I'm from Manchester. I'm actually located at Bramwell Golf Club. I do on-course lessons, yeah. I don't know if any of you know, but I actually caddied for who's a guy who's one of my very good friends, Tom Murray, for a year on the European Tour and Challenge Tour, and I've also done a little bit for Simon Dyson. So I kind of think I'm quite good at strategizing from learning from them, really. They've taught me how they think their way on the golf course, and I like to think it's kind of rubbed off on me. So yes, I do on-course lessons, and I think a lot of people could save a lot of shots by just making some decisions, simple decisions, rather than taking probably the shot you can only make 1 out of 10 times. I would phrase it to you at home: if you can hit a shot 9 out of 10 times, then it's a shot that you're going to take on. If you're going to make it 1, 2 times out of 10, then I'd be thinking it's not the time and it's not the place to hit that shot. The classic example is in the trees. Oh, there's a gap there and gets the green. There probably is, but then I always think, how many times can I get this from the green from there? If it's 1 or 2, I'm chipping out the trees to my favourite wedge yardage, pitching it on the green, then at least I have a chance, I see, of making a 4 and not making a double. That's my advice, anyway. Who's the next person we're going to look at then? Who's come up? No, I mean, anybody commented below?
Yeah, someone called... No. They said they sent it in an email, but I've not received anything, so...
Perfect. So I'm just going to move down the list here, guys.
I just say Cole said he sent it in an email. I don't know if he sent it to the right one. I'll put it in the link now.
So I'm going to pick one that I really liked. Give me 2 seconds to go on the view on that. A young lad called Noah. I think this is an absolutely great little swing. I'm going to show you guys at home right now. I think you'll all agree.
Keep hold it there again.
I'll show you one more time. I think you'll all agree. Comment below and give me your views on this swing. I think there's a lot of speculations of some people kind of getting overteached. In my opinion, Noah, that is fantastic. Great position through the ball, great backswing, really balanced for a young lad. My advice to you is, Noah, hit certain shots. What happens if you put the ball back? What happens if you put the ball forward? Try and hit a draw, try and hit a fade. Work out what becomes your stock, what your favourite shot is. And also, by hitting all these shots, you've been aware of what your club face is doing. You're learning how to play golf rather than how to create a great golf swing, which you already have. So my advice to you, Noah, is keep doing what you're doing. It's absolutely great. Work out how to hit different shots. Low, high, medium, fade, draw. Work out what works for you. That's my advice to you, Noah.
Landon, I don't know if it's Spencer Landon or Landon Spencer.
Spencer,
Dave, they're live now, so go straight to theirs.
Landon Spencer, I think is it Spencer? I'm not quite sure. I'll look at your swing next. Get your notes up. So my first impression was the posture. I think if you have a look here, Spencer.
No, Landon.
I'm not quite sure, so if you want to comment below letting me know, that'd be perfect. It looks a little bit crouched over and a little bit too much bending the legs. I like to see that a little bit more athletic. So if we were having a little bit of bend in the legs and a little bit less bend forward in the torso, that'd be great. The other thing I'd like to see is this head staying a little bit stiller. Good way of doing this, we put our club across our shoulders in golf posture, rotate back, make sure back's to the target, shoulder point at the ball, and just try and concentrate on keeping this head still. I think you've got a lot of head movement, which might cause an inconsistency at strike, so my advice to you is let's keep this head stiller, stand in that athletic posture. If we've got better posture, we're going to have a better chance of making this better shoulder rotation and this head staying stiller. If we're in bad posture, crouched over, not quite right, then our body's going to have to compensate. We're going to have to come out of this posture, back into it, and I think that's where your head movement might come from. So my advice is make sure this posture is athletic, not crouched over, not too bent in the legs. Athletic posture, this will hopefully help you make a better turn and keep this head stiller. That's my advice to you.
Just received one now, check this out.
Yeah, no problem. Who's next?
This is sent by Carl, who sent it on here, and I can just get it on here literally now. He just sent it now. See it?
Yeah, got
Sure.
it. 1 second, I need to look at it. This looks great, Carl, by the way. Very, very good. I'll show the guys at home.
Have you pressed play? Yeah. Yeah.
I think you can all agree, guys. Looks a very good swing. Looks very sound. Great balance. Great posture. The only thing I'd kind of really like to see is this finish. If we look at Henrik Stenson, it's quite a high, nice finish. Yours is quite round. I know this might have an effect on the ball flight. It may not, but aesthetically it'll look a lot better, I think. So if we kind of finish a bit higher with those hands, not as wrapped around, not as just landing on the shoulder, put a bit of emphasis into it. We're going round and we're holding it. That's my advice to you. It might not cause any difference in your striking, and would definitely look aesthetically a lot better. Have a look. Yeah, I think it's a great move. Keep doing what you're doing. If you're struggling in scoring wise, I'd analyse it through back. Is my putting good? Why is my putting good? Why is it not good? Am I not hitting it close enough? If not hitting it close enough, why am I not hitting it close enough? Is it because my wedges aren't good enough? Is it my iron play not good enough? Or I'm not hitting greens regulation because I'm off the tee? That's how I'm going to analyse my game. Always working back from the putting. So, how many puts am I having? Putts gains a great way of doing this. How many puts am I having? What wedges? Are they close enough? If they're not close enough, am I having more puts because of that? Or am I having more puts because my putting's not good enough? Work your game back from your putting. I think that's a great way of analysing your game. But Carl, I think this is a great move. Like I said, I just like to finish a little bit higher. I'd kind of use Henrik Stenson as your model. Kind of get those hands a bit higher, not as just much on the left shoulder there. But great move. Keep up that good work.
James Hill. Ham Hill. Oh, he sends it in today. Literally now.
Have a good look at now. Got a look at this James for you now. I've got this one up. I've got this on my phone already. Give me 2 seconds, James. Just getting up on the V1 app, guys. Sorry for the delay.
So this is James Hill.
So James, we'll look at yours now. Guys, show this at home. This looks a great little move. A lot of you guys swinging it great, which is really, really nice to see. The only thing, like I said before, and I think kind of happens to a lot of juniors, is that we kind of get a little bit down and behind the ball, and I know I was similar when I was younger. I think it's an effort to get our power and get the weight behind the ball, and sometimes the golf club kind of swings to us rather than us swinging the golf club, which is absolutely fine because we're learning the game, we're developing, we're getting stronger. Like I said before, I just like to see sound a little taller through impact, so the chest is over the ball but my head's not going down. And I think a good way of doing this, James, would be, like I said earlier, I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but generally some simple things can be done to improve your golf swing. Let's follow that ball early with those eyes, kind of maintain those eyes as level as we can, so we're not following it this way with our eyes, but we're following it this way. And I think that's a great way, James, of you just kind of making a bit of a better, stronger impact position. But in general, I think as we develop and as we go, as we become stronger, these things will change anyway and become a lot less of an impact on our golf swing. If you've got any questions, guys, we'll do a bit of questions Q&A now in between doing a few more swings. So go to my YouTube channel, AlexElliottGolf, if you're not already here. Comment below any questions of carrying an European Tour, any swing questions. What would you like to talk about? You let me know. Comment below. I'll answer a few questions for you guys. Before we move on to the rest of the swings, we've probably got about 8 or 9 more swings to go. I'll get the next one up. We're going to go. The next one we're going to go for is Hamza. So before we do that, have you got any questions, guys? If you're not already on my YouTube channel, head over to YouTube channel AlexElliottGolf. The link is in my bio. We're live streaming now, analysing swings like all you guys have sent in. But first, before we carry on with Hamza's swing next, if you want to comment below any questions you want to ask me, bit of a Q&A for 5 minutes before we move on to some of your swings.
Shatrut said hello.
Hi guys, any comments? Put your comments below. A few more emails are coming across now as well. Any more questions, guys? Could be anything. Equipment, what you do for pitching, what's your best tip for chipping.
Paul Mackinson, great live video, just sent my swing.
Perfect, Paul. I'll have a look at it in a second. Hopefully get time to do it tonight, I'm sure we will.
Yeah, I've got one here. First of all, Paul Mackinson. Do you want to see his now?
Yeah.
He won't let us open it. Paul,
if you follow us on Instagram, if you want to direct message me, that might be a little bit easier. I don't know why it's not opening up on my laptop right here. So head over to my Instagram. Follow us if you don't already do that.
Got it.
AlexElliottGolf. Sorry, we've got it now. Wish we could get this a bit bigger. This is great. Paul, what's your handicap? Comment below. What's your handicap? I'm going for category 1.
I'm going to show everyone the video.
I'm just on the video now. Guys, I'd like to kind of show you this because this is a great example of how to be balanced and athletic through the ball.
You literally cannot see that.
It. Unfortunately, it's a bit dark, so I can't show you that. But
here, try again.
It's really good, really balanced. I really like the position at the top. I like how the hand's just over the right shoulder. Nice flat wrist. Wrist is matching the club face. Head stayed still. Just perfect. Stayed in posture. And if I show you, if I wish I could show you this, because a lot of you guys that are hanging behind the ball, Carl's shown a great way here of how to keep the eye line level through the ball.
And tilt the screen.
So if I show you this, guys, through the ball. Look how his eye line's following that ball. You can already see, guys, if you're looking below, and a few guys that I said you need to do this, you can hopefully, I know it's not very clear because of the camera, but you can see the ball here, and you can see Paul's eyes constantly following that ball, which is an absolutely great move. Really good, Paul. I really like this a lot. I like the position at the top, like I said. Like transition down into the ball. Like how you're following the ball, and I just think it's a very, very good, balanced, powerful move. I think you all guys at home will agree. So keep up that good work. Analyse your game. What bits, areas you're struggling with, pitching, chipping, and hopefully see improvements that way rather than thinking, oh, I need to change my swing, Paul. I think it looks absolutely great. So keep up that good work. Analyse your swing through different areas. Keep working on what you're working. Any more questions, guys, before I move on to the next swing?
Adam Davies, can I have a shout out all the way from Tinton Road?
Adam, you can have a shout out all the way from Tinton Road.
Jeffrey, what plans do you have for your future in competitions?
Hopefully, well, we'd all like to aspire to play on the European Tour. I'm actually going to be caddying for a few events this year for Tom Murray on the Challenge Tour, so fingers crossed that'll be a really good and successful event. For my golf, personally, I'm just going to stand and see where it goes. I'm going to keep working hard, see if I feel my game's able to compete with other people. If I can feel like I can compete, and I think we all know if we can compete depending on what each level we're at, then I'll decide where I'm going to go. Ideally, like we'd all say, we'd all love to be on the European Tour, earning lots of money. But I don't know. I'm just going to kind of keep working hard, see where my game goes, put no pressure on it, and just enjoy my golf really and see what happens.
Okay.
The next swim I'm going to go for is Hamza. So before we move on to that, I'll show you it quickly, guys.
Just before, Paul says, how did you get into golf?
How did I get into golf? Well, I started golf probably when I was about 5 or 6, played lots of other sports, which I think is great. I think playing other sports that complement golf can actually help you golf, like tennis, baseball, running, throwing. I think all these things develop skills and balance, and all these are great for golf. I got into golf with my family. My dad plays golf. All my friends play golf at the time, so that kind of gave me a drive off. We'll go down after school in the summer, there from dawn till dusk in the summer holidays. And then when I was about 12, 13, developed a real passion for it, and I got the bug. My kind of life became golf, and then I got a job in golf, caddying, which was absolutely amazing. Saw some interesting places, been at amazing events, hung around with some people that I'd seen on TV previously, and it was a little bit surreal at the start. So that was a great experience, and now I'm becoming a golf coach, YouTuber as well, and just kind of show you my golfing experience and my knowledge that is actually developing, because I don't think you can ever stop learning about the golf swing. I think the more you learn and the more you accept that, you're going to keep developing yourself, and share this experience and all the hopefully cool things that I think are cool, and so do you guys. So the next swing now we're going to go on to is Hamza. Let me get this up for you. Show you this, guys. Nice little thing with the Tracer app. Hamza actually asked me a few questions earlier. He's actually got the new M1 driver and P770 irons. I think this is a great choice. I'm a big TaylorMade fan myself. Comment below, guys. What's your favourite brand and why? And what are you using? Comment below on the YouTube. Let me know. It'd be interesting to know what people are using and what they've got in their bag from driver to putter. Comment below. Tell me what's in your bag. Let's have a little talk about that after Hamza's swing. So my first impressions with Hamza's swing. I kind of feel that on the way back, Hamza, it's a little bit too flat. If I pause it here, we can see the butt of this club is not at the ball. So by that I mean, if it's at the ball, That would be our term on playing. I'd like to see this club more at the butt of the ball, going through the right bicep a little bit better on the way back. And then another thing I kind of picked up on, but I think this will help if you swing it a little bit more upright. This will help you do this, is that at the top of the swing it's kind of long and cross line. I think if we swing it a little bit more on plane, not as underneath the plane, and I think you can shorten it a little bit better, and hopefully this will start making sure it's a little bit shorter and not as much cross line. So my advice to you, Hamza, keep it simple. Try and swing it, make sure you're drilling that ball, butt club at the ball on the way back, and then the top of the backswing. That's the way I'd check it for you. Keep it simple. And also, the key thing about this, guys, is even if the swing tips I'm giving you, you need to be able to hit shots as well as doing these swing tips. You need to separate it. So, if we drill 4 shots thinking of a swing thought, then we need to apply it to a shot. I think there's too much emphasis sometimes on making this perfect swing, like I said earlier. I think you still got to be able to hit shots. So when people sometimes go, oh, make big swing change, I can't really hit shots. I think this time of year, come start of the season, we need a swing that you can use and play with. And I think for Hamza here, if we can make it a little bit more upright, not as flat and round his body and cross line at the top, which sounds a lot, but it's not a lot at all, Hamza. Young lad, very, very talented, swing it great down into the ball. And I think if you can do this, Hamza, make it a little bit more up on the way back, more over the right shoulder, not as cross line, turn a little bit up, it's just going to look great. I think you'll all agree at home.
Jack Jeffrey has done a video in.
Perfect, Jack. Let's have a look at yours now. Is it on Instagram? I'm just going to get it on Instagram now.
The latest one.
Yeah.
J Jeffrey. JJ Jeffrey.
Got it now. Jack's getting yours up now. Put your name against it, Jack. Just give me 2 seconds.
By the way, Harry Geary from
I know Harry
former junior captain, he said house tricks.
Hi Gary, that's an interesting story. I've not seen you for a long time. Played a lot of junior golf with Harry. Good player, by the way, everybody. This is a good move, this, Jeffrey. A little bit of Rory McIlroy squatting to the ball, quite like it. Very good. I just like to see that head remain a little bit still on the way through. I know I keep repeating myself, but I think if we can kind of rotate around our middle like Justin Rose, Adam Scott does, I think if we can keep everything a bit more constant, then if we're keeping it constant, there's less margin for error. Of course, we're always going to hit bad shots because that's just the nature of golf. But I think if we can keep everything a little bit more constant, I think that's our best way of hitting our best shots more often. I think it looks really good. Really, really good. I just think one thing we could possibly do, Jeffrey, is if we're swinging, I think we could get out of the way of it a bit more on the way through. I think you look like you're getting a bit trapped and a bit kind of close to yourself on the way through. I think that makes you look a bit cramped to impact. So possibly even just making stand yourself a little bit open, hitting shots, feeling like your hips open a little bit quicker. Might be give you a bit more room, get you coming through the ball a little better, and hopefully make that strike a little bit more consistent. So my advice to you is, Jeffrey, just stand a little bit open and feel like you're opening a little bit quicker those hips. But the key thing here is don't make it out of sync with the rest of your swing. I just think it's a little thing that you maybe could do, but in all, keeping that head a little bit still on the way through, not as much as a squat into the ball, which I'm not saying is bad because world number 2, Rory McIlroy, Rory McIlroy does that, which is absolutely fantastic. I think it's a great, powerful young move. Keep up the good work. And if you watch this on Instagram, guys, head over to my YouTube channel, AlexElliottGolf, analysing a few swings there. If you've not already, send your swing in, comment below, and subscribe. Don't forget to keep up with all the latest content. Just before we move on to the next swing, which is Stefan Gal, next few weeks got some interesting videos. If you're struggling in the bunkers, we've got me and myself, Tom Murray, Challenge Tour player, former Challenge Tour winner. We're going to be telling you 3 quick, simple tips of how you can get out of a bunker. I know quite a lot of people struggle with this, so if you tune into that video, subscribe to make sure you don't miss it, and comment below on it. Hopefully I'll give you a few tips and improve your bunker play. The second video coming up is with myself and Andrew Murray. This is available on Tuesday night at 7 PM. So again, guys, subscribe. Make sure you keep up to date with that. It's about increasing swing speed, and I think you've all seen them. I think all the PGA Tour players, all the LPGA Tour players, and there's quite a bit of a buzz around it, is these super speed golf swing sticks. The theory is swing each one, run into it, step into it on your knees, wide stance, and I think the theory is, well, I don't think it, the theory is behind it is that your swing speed improves. And me and Andrew are going to talk you through it, what our opinions on it, what the pros, the cons, and I think in general we quite like them, but we like the fact that they're used under supervision. I think that's the good thing about this, and that you remain balanced. So do not give any more away. Tune in 7 PM on Tuesday to see our video on the super speed swing sticks. So move on to the next video, guys. If you're watching on Instagram, head over to AlexElliottGolf, subscribe, comment below with your swing, email us in. Got email is AlexElliottGolf, LLT in Elliott @gmail.com. Then I can hopefully analyse your swing if I have time this evening.
Have you done buddy golfs?
I'll check buddy golf. I'll get it here now. Buddy golf. I've got it here. Give me 2 seconds.
Sam Leach is, and he says range or courses. I don't know what I mean.
I think it's an interesting question. Buddy Golf sent me a question the other evening, and it said, how do you make the perfect backswing? Like I said earlier, obviously there's a perfect backswing, but I think we've got to make a perfect thing for us that helps us deliver the ball consistently back to the ball and under pressure. I think we all want to play well in our competitions, and I think if you look at two great players, Jim Furyk holds the lowest record on the European the PGA Tour at the minute, I think 58. And Dustin Johnson, both swing it very differently, both very powerful, but obviously we all need to swing it to a certain extent that's consistent and our own perfect. I'll have a quick look at yours now, buddy. Right, buddy, 2 seconds, I'm going to show you what I want you to do. I think a great drill for you is, if you actually go onto my Instagram, buddy, down below, if you scroll down, I'm in a green jacket, I've got a stick on the floor, and it's just working through 3 simple swing positions with a backswing that give you a great feeling of where the club should be at certain points. So if you go on that, basically, to talk you through it, the first one would be, you had a club in your hand, ball down, swing stick behind you, down your ball to target line. It'd be club over the swing stick as the first position, butt a club at the ball for the second, and pointing the butt at the end of the swing stick. 3 simple positions that help you feel what the perfect backswing is, in my theory. I'll show you on here, buddy. So if you go onto my Instagram, or buddy, actually, if you comment the email below, what I'll do is I'll email you that drill. So buddy, if you're listening now, well, I know you are, comment below your email and I'll send you that drill. I think it'll be a great one for you, because I'm looking at this now. I'll show the guys at home. So buddy, don't forget to comment below and I'll send you that drill. I think it'll be very, very valuable for you.
Okay, you ready for the next one?
No, I'm still doing, buddy. Let me show you this, buddy. Because I think this backswing drill will hopefully stop this being cross line at the top like this. I think you need to make sure that grip is the club secure in your hands. Have you got 2.5 knuckles on your left, shaking hands with your right, and this V going up into your right shoulder? Make sure that grip's good. Keep that club secure without strangling it. Nice grip pressure, not strangling and not too soft. So like I said, buddy, comment below. I will send you that drill. I think it'll be valuable for you in learning those 3 quick, simple positions for your backswing. I mean, there's too much talk about how to create the perfect backswing, and I think another thing for you, buddy, looking at this, it's very steep down into the ball here. A simple way and expression, your swing is very out to in on the way through. If I said to you, if you imagine a clock face, you're going forward, you've got 12 o'clocks going down your ball to target line. If you would swing out towards 1 o'clock, I want you to swing in to out. So you're going to draw that ball. How you draw that ball, that'll hopefully make you a little bit shallow on the way down and not as steep into the ball. So like I said, I swing it more into out. So if you look at this video here, you'd swing it more down the tree line on the right hand side, buddy, if you're listening now. So a little bit more into out. It wouldn't be as steep and out to in into the ball, okay? Don't forget to comment below, buddy. Put your email in there. I'll send you that video. How you can make those 3 simple backswing positions.
Next one is someone called Patrick. He sent it. I don't know if he's still on, but he said he had to go. But this is his. So.
Perfect. So look at yours, Patrick. Patrick, just pause yours here, Patrick, if you're listening. If you see here, your left leg's a little bit collapsed through the ball. If you can see that on there, guys. I just like to see that a little straighter. And if I just give you an example of what it looks like, just give me 2 seconds, Patrick. If I show you a good friend of mine, I'm sure Tom won't mind me showing you this on his swing. Let me show you this. I think this is a great way of how picturing this. I think what Tom does, he turns out the way of it a little bit more than you, which he's going to. He's a very, very impressive player. Let me show you this. So Patrick, if I put Tom at the same point as you, Patrick, if you look at Tom here, see how straight his left leg is. And I think what you'll struggle with that leg bending, I think you'll get quite steep into the ball and possibly, on a bad one, take a bit of a big divot. So I'd like to see you open up a little bit more through the shot, which if you can or not, I don't know if you can. That'd be great if you could. And just trying to feel that leg's a little bit straighter and not collapsing into the ball on the way through. But bar that, it's a very, very sound. Love the rhythm with it. I think it looks a great rhythm. So keep up the good work. I think it's a very sound, very fluid golf swing. Really good work, Patrick. The only thing I'd say is try and picture this. Picture that position. That's a very, very, very good, like, strong position. Nicely open, nice rotated through. Look how long his right arm is. Look how straight that left leg is. I think it's a great position, that. So, Patrick, that's my advice to you. Picture that. Give me your version of that. Like I said, guys, I like to keep it simple. Simple tips. Let's not overanalyze the game. That's my advice to you, Patrick. Picture that. So, guys, before we move on to the next swing, are there any questions? Comment below. I'm live on YouTube. Alex Elliott Golf. Subscribe. Comment below. Any questions? Quick Q&A before we move on to the next swing.
The link's in the bio. Buddy said, great advice. Thank you so much.
Not a problem, buddy. By the way, guys, all this advice I'm giving you, please, please let me know how you go on. So if you sent it by direct message in a few days' time, say, give me a thumbs up, Alex, that advice worked, or Alex, I'm still struggling a bit. Can you explain it a different way? That's not a problem. I think my opinion will be slightly different to some of the coaches' opinion. I'm not saying I'm 100% right, but I like to think I know what I'm on about. And from the feedback I've got already from most people is that I've made it a little bit simpler for them. And I know Drew, one of the guys that I've been emailing, he found that he was kind of over-analysing the game. Hopefully I've simplified it for him and he's seeing some great, great things. So hopefully I've got all for you guys. If not, comment back, direct message me. Hopefully I can help you out further. And if you're not understanding what I'm saying, that's completely fine. Tell me, I'll explain it in a totally different way for you. Each person might be different and understands it in different ways, so that's completely fine.
Joe Silcock next.
Joe Silcock. This one down here. Where's it gone? Joe, give me 2 seconds.
It's the Birdie Hunter, I don't know if that helps. Joe Silcock, it was him there.
There we go.
Joe Silcock.
Give me 1 second, Joe. So Joe, if I show you this on here, if you can see on here, Joe, I think you can see your hands are, the club's a little bit under the play on the way back. I'd like to see the butt of the club, like I keep saying, more of that ball on the way back, making it a little bit more of a neutral swing plane. I also think this, by swinging it so around ourselves on the way back, that means we are a little bit behind. And then by being a bit behind, Joe, I think there's a bit of a tilt towards the ball and not as much rotation in the upper half. So like I see here, I can see that your hands are a little bit behind that line. Ideally, we'd have that going straight through the middle of our shoe. Like I can show you there. Ideally, have that straight in the middle of a shoe, that line. So my advice to you, Joe, is not as flat on the way back, so butt club at the ball, then top of the swing. Feel like we've got a little bit more rotation in the upper half. I'd just like to see a little bit more rotated, keeping that head a bit stiller, not feeling like you're moving towards the ball. I think that'll make it a little bit more consistent, hopefully neutral that swing play on the way back for you. But tell you what, guys, I mean, I'm saying these things, I'm nitpicking here, and I mean, I think, like I said earlier, you can overanalyze, and I mean, I think anybody can argue that's a great position into the ball. Very athletic, very powerful. Great work, Joe. Just my advice to you is let's swing it not as flat at the top of the swing, and if we can do that, I think it'll be even more consistent and look even better than it already does, Joe. So great work. Keep what you're doing. Another thing I actually said was feel a bit more like Henrik Stenson, your finisher, tall, high, and powerful, not as relaxed on the shoulder. I'm a big fan of his swing. I think it looks great. It's athletic. It's powerful. Nice high finish. I'm a strong believer in following that ball as high as quick as we can. So that's my other tip to you. Your version, Joe, of Henrik Stenson, and not as underneath on the way back. But all in all, like I said, I'm nitpicking. It's a great swing. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yannick Zoaski. Here you go. He's next.
Two seconds, guys. Just analysing this one. God, so many of you swinging it great. In 2 seconds, I'm just going to put it on here now, and I'll show you guys. So, guys, while I'm doing this, don't be scared of putting your comments below. Like I said, buddy, put your email and I'll send you that swing drill out. Yannick, I'm getting yours up now. So comments below, guys. What do you want to ask me? Ask me some questions. Get me my opinion on things. Tell me what's in your golf bag. Comment below, guys. Subscribe and comment. Tell me what's in your golf bag. I'm interested to know. Put Yannick into here, so I've got your video.
Ellie said hi.
Hi Ellie, hope you're well.
Someone else called Max has sent one in.
Yeah, I think this is a great move. Really good move. Just I'd like to see that finish. Hold that finish higher, like I said before. Henrik Stenson-esque. Hold it higher. Not as round our body here. Make that finish a little higher. more like hem extension. That's my own advice. I think it's got great lines, and I'll show you guys at home this. I'll put some lines on here for you. I'll play it out. How can you sort of see that, guys? It's going up the line, down the line. Just like I said, let's make that finish a little bit stronger. Pose it, hold it for 3 seconds. But really good. Really good, Yannick. Test yourself with shots. Like I said earlier, it's so much emphasis on being the perfect swing. I think, what does the ball do when you got it back? What does the ball do when you got it forwards? How do I hit a high draw? How do I hit a low fade? Work out how you can hit those shots, because they become valuable when you're playing under pressure or in certain winds, crosswind, downwind, into wind. You need to know how to control and golf your golf ball, and that's a lot more valuable. Obviously, if you want to swing it great to a certain extent and understand how we get the club back to the ball consistently, but in general, we need to know how we hit certain shots. How do I hit a draw? How do I hit fade? How do I hit high? How do I hit low? What does this do? Opening the face, closing the face. Work out what works for your golf game. That's my advice to you, Yannick.
Harry Williams says he has M2 Woods and Nike Vapor Pro combo irons with wedges.
Very good, very good. Is that the new TaylorMade driver or last year's? I think they're both very good.
Hudson says, what is a tip you can give me in general?
In general. For Hudson, is it for long game or short game? What tip would you like? My tip for short game is, I think a lot of people use too much loft when we're just off the green. Let's get the ball running as quick as we can. If I'm a yard off the green, I don't want to be sending it into the air when I've got the flag at the other end. Get the ball running around the green. That's my advice to everybody. So the next thing I'm going to go to...
There's someone just sent one in now. Max Weinger.
I'm just going to go to the next one on my list now. So next one is going to go for is actually a guy called Sam Leach. I actually know him quite well. My advice to Sam is, if I just show you guys at home, I think he swings it great. Just getting back into his golf. My advice is, show you guys. So I wrote down in my notes here. It's really good on the way back, Sam, which is great. I'd just like to see this right elbow on the way back fold a little better. So as in, it folds in here, it's not as chicken wingy, which gets it a bit cross-line at the top. Make sure this right elbow's folding, butter clubs at the ball, then we're turning with the upper half. And then, on the way through, I know you said to me you're struggling with slicing the ball. I feel like we're very out to in swing path on the way down. So, like I said earlier to Buddy Golf, I think we need to hit this more out towards the right. It'll feel into out. I want you to feel like you're hitting a draw, and that hopefully will kind of neutral you up a little bit. Hopefully turn your ball flight from very fade bias into more neutral flight, even though you're feeling like you're drawing it. That's my advice to you, Sam. The next guy is...
Max Weinger. He's just sent it now.
Is Max. Hi Max, from this, my first impression is that we need to stance a little bit wider with your driver, a little bit, a bit more of a solid base, and let's make sure that posture's athletic. We don't want to be too bent with the knees and too bent over with the upper half. Like you're saying, it's a great way to visualise this is if you've got kitchen stools at home, perch your bum on top of it. That's athletic posture. A little bit of bend in the knees and a little bit of bend forward of the torso. Make sure we've got this good athletic posture. I think the one to copy here is Adam Scott. Great athletic posture, or Jason Day. Go and look at those guys. Make your versions of them. That's my advice. Another thing is, Max, is on the way back. We've got a lot of leg movement there. The legs coming each way, aren't they? So I think, for me, if you can keep these legs more stable, as in, that'll help you. If you actually make your stance wider, these legs will make it a little bit more stable, bit more solid base, improve that posture. You're going to improve your golf there, Max. Nicely through the ball. So my advice to you, Max, wider stance, better posture, and less leg movement on the way back. More of a solid base. It's great, a solid base for the downswing. Great work. For a beginner, it's very, very impressive, Max. Keep working on what you're working on. You know you're doing the right things. So a guy sent this video in. He's actually about their father from Men's Sportswear. Didn't quite get a name. So my first impressions of this is that the posture is far too upright. We need a little bit of bend forward from the torso. So I'll show you this, guys, on my V1. 2 seconds.
Max said, "Thank you so much. I will take all that on board."
Perfect, Max. Make sure you keep working hard. It looks great. So his posture was far too upright. So too tall. We need a little bit of bend forward from there. So my advice is stand with straight legs, club out in front of us, bend with the upper half until we hit the floor, then a little bit of bend in those legs, and the hands just dangle down in a comfortable position with a bit of room between the butt of the club and our belt buckle. Also, my second thing I'd like to improve would be the hands on the way back on the backswing are very outside. I'd like to see this, like I said earlier, this right elbow fold a little bit more, swing it more around the corner, back towards the target, and then on the way down, I feel like I'm hitting it more towards the right. I'm guessing with what I'm seeing on your swing that you sort of a bit of a slice sometimes. I'd like to see this a little bit more into out. Like I keep saying, this into out would be feeling like we're hitting it in a clock face, and 12 o'clock was where the ball was. We'll be hitting it more out to 1 o'clock. So in to out, that would be my top tips for you guys. We've done Daniel Anderson. Done him, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of lost Ryan Wood.
No, you're not done him.
So Ryan sent me this in. I'm going to get this now up for Ryan. So Ryan sent one in saying he's losing shots to the right and to the left. So if we just have a look at this, I mean, Ryan's obviously a very good player. Looks a very good athletic swing, great posture. Just on the way back, Ryan, it's a little bit underneath the line, as in this would be very inside. I think that's the reason why possibly we get a little bit inside on the way down. So as a result of being inside on the way back, it has made you inside on the way down and into too much into out. As a result of this, we're either going to be scared of hitting it left, so we're going to hit it blocked high right, or we're going to do the opposite and flip it and hit it left. Of course, we're going to hit good shots from there. We can hit good shots from all sorts of positions, but for me, I'd like to see this club be on the line, a little bit more outside the hands on the way back. Great position at the top. Like to see those legs, make sure you're keeping the flex in those legs. And then, as we're coming into the ball, make sure it's not as into out. The simplest way to this for you is, I want to feel like you're hit me some fades. Try there, stand there, stick in front of you, about 5 or 6 yards in front of you. Just start that ball just left of that stick. Get hitting those fades. And without me saying this, and this technically, I think if you marry up that swing to the shot you want to hit, that give you a feeling rather than me telling you what feeling you should feel, Ryan. I think so. Stick just in front of you, swing stick. I think it's a great, valuable thing. You can work out where your ball's starting in relation to your ball to target line. Stick out in front of you, just start just left, hit me some fades. I think that'll get the ball a little bit of outside the hands, the club a little bit outside the hands on the way back, and not as into out on the way through, and hopefully neutral you up a bit and stop your misses high left and high right. Hope that helps you, Ryan. Keep up the good work. Looks very good, very athletic. One to watch out for. Right, guys. Before we move on, are there any questions? Comment below. Ask me any questions. Make sure you're subscribing, guys. If not said before, the 2 new videos are with me and Andrew Murray, former European Open winner. Very, very impressive golfer. Coming up on Tuesday at 7 PM, analysing the super speed swing sticks we've all been seeing in the media. I think they look great. Make sure you subscribe, comment. Don't miss out on that video. Tuesday night, 7 PM. The following Tuesdays with me and Tom Murray talking about bunkers. How to help. 3 quick, simple tips of how to make you guys more consistent out of bunkers. Again, subscribe. Don't miss out on that one. That's a really, really good, valuable tips there, guys.
Tobias just said hi.
Hi, Tobias.
Sam Leach says, I'm a celebrity. Cheers, Alex.
No problem, Sam. Hope those tips. Let me know how you get on with them, and we'll get a game in soon at home. And we've gone through everybody, Holmes.
No, you've not one too. Let me see.
I think I'm just double checking and make sure I missed everybody. So guys, if you're not already, send those videos in and I'll get analysing them now for you guys. AlexElliottGolf, LLT @gmail.com.
Andrew Davis.
Andrew Davis, have you done his? Sorry, Andrew, I'll do yours now. Let me have a look on here. Andrew, got it here. Perfect, give me 2 seconds. So I've just got so many swings, that's the reason we're a bit all over the place here, Andrew, sorry. Okay, I'll show you guys at home. Looking very sunny in Florida there, looking nice.
Yeah, that's the only one you haven't done. Did you know her?
Second, yeah, from Noah. So Andrew, 1 second. I want to show you guys at home. It's a very impressive swing. Here you go, guys. Showing that one. So, 2 simple things here, Andrew, for you. I think if I draw a circle around your head here. Just going to illustrate this. Draw a line over your head, that'd be easier. I think if you can see here, I think you can kind of see you come out of posture on the way back. I think this coming out of posture is a result of not really turn as well as we could. I think it's a very much of an arms kind of swing, so I'd like to see this. Well, a good way of practicing is not even with a golf club, kind of making sure we're turning back toward the target, shoulder at the ball. Very, very simple thing we can do. Stay in that posture. I think it's very, very key that people stay in the posture. The classic example is Justin Rose, Adam Scott. They stay in the posture really, really well. Another thing, I also feel that through the ball, if you have a look here, if you look at the hand position through the ball, hey Andrew, if you look here, I think it's very up and very behind the ball. I think we could probably a bit more mirror image, so if we're swinging it round the corner here, then we should go round the corner here. This will basically help us not be as behind the ball, probably losing it high right and high left. So basically I feel like your chest is more over the ball, create a mirror image, and I'd like to see you swing it more round the corner on the way through, not as up into the air and behind it. So more athletic, more round the corner. In theory, it'll feel like your finishes more around you here, rather than being up and over on your left shoulder. So it'll be more around to your left. That's my advice to you. Hopefully that helps strike it a little bit better. I think that'll help you with the woods and help you with the irons as well. I think it just gets a little bit up and out of it too much and behind it. That causes you behind the ball and a bit of an inconsistency in strike. So then my 2 top tips to you, make sure you're staying in posture and not swinging it as up.
Someone called Tobias said they sent a video on Instagram.
Tobias, in 2 seconds.
I couldn't see it, but...
Tobias, you want to send it again right now? Because I can't find it on Instagram. So go into AlexElliottGolf, direct message me, send that video in now and we'll do it right now for you. Not a problem at all.
You've got another one from... It's the latest one.
On Instagram?
Yeah. There was another video. She sent a second video.
Look at it now. By the way, guys, comment below. If you played today, let me know your scores. I'm interested in how all you guys have got on. Comment below your scores. Let me know how you've got on. If you're watching on Instagram now, go over to my YouTube channel, AlexElliottGolf, ELLIOTT. Subscribe, comment below, send me your swings. I'm interested in how all you guys are getting on. Done. 2 seconds to look at this one for you. So this is another one from earlier. We're doing another swing. So first pushing that grip, I think we could probably make that right hand a little bit more on top. But looks good. I'd possibly just say that it stands a little bit wider as well. looks a really good move. A really good move. 1 second, let me just have a look at it from here on face on as well. Just my other thing, like I said before, I think we're a little bit behind the ball there. If we can feel like our chest is over the ball a little bit more, I think then we're just not going to be hanging behind it. So feeling a chest over the ball, following that ball earlier, like I said earlier, and I think that'll help correct that for you. But like I said, it's a great balanced golf swing, so just make that stance a little bit wider and make sure we're up and out of it a bit earlier, not as behind the ball and falling behind it. Annika Sorensen is a great one to look at for that.
Harry Williams shot 75 at Glasgow Castle.
Nice, good work. Where's that? Oh, where's that, Harry?
Have you got the Tobias one yet now?
No, I've not got that yet. Tobias, if you're not said, send it in. Not a problem. So guys, if you're watching live on Instagram, head over to AlexElliottGolf, subscribe, comment below any questions. I'm here to help you guys. Any golf questions, doesn't have to be about swing, could be about my golf, your golf, where you play next week, what's in your golf bag, what's your favourite driver. Send me over your swings, let me know.
Mac.
Oh, I've got one here from Tobias, I've got it. Got it, Tobias, perfect. So give me 2 seconds and I'll have a look at that for you. Put it in here, 2 seconds, Tobias. So guys, while I'm doing this, don't forget to send those questions in there. There we go.
Harry said it's near Belfast.
Nice. Nice part of the world to play. Manchester's very wet at the minute. I'd like to be somewhere not as wet. I actually play, guys, on Friday, Southport and Ainsdale, which was an absolute treat. Great links golf course by the coast, not far from me. It's got a run of golf courses around there. Hillside, Birkdale, which is where the Open is this year, S&A, Formby, all really good golf courses. If you're in England, if you're from the UK, make sure you go over and play one of those. So Tobias, just looking at yours now.
Tom's on Instagram, not normal Tom. Tom Vexen. Tom's he's on Instagram.
So guys, let's just show everybody Tobias' swing. I mean, this is a great move. I think you'd all agree it's a very, very powerful move. Great move into the ball. I just like to see it be a little bit more neutral through the ball. I mean by is not as much leaning towards the ball. I think it's great, but I just like to see it eye line be a bit more level, keeping that chest over the ball, eye line level, and that'll help us not be as over towards the ball. But I mean, Tobias, I'm nitpicking here. I think it's a great move. Get testing yourself on shots. I just want that eye line not be as here. Make it more level through the ball. That's my only tip for you. And as I said earlier, get testing yourself. You can hit it high, low, fade, draw. How big can you hit draws? I mean, who's to say you might not need it? I think far too many people are trying to hit the perfect shot every time. Get shaping shots. That's my advice. Shaping shots, low shots, high shots, long shots, short shots. Get practicing shots, guys. I think there's too much emphasis sometimes on swing tips and swing analysis, which I think are great. But my advice is keep it simple and get practicing shots. Obviously, we all need to swing it into certain positions to begin with to hit these shots, but get practicing shots. That's my advice.
Tom Pixon said, "Are you going to the Open?"
I will be going to the Open. I will definitely be going to the Open. Hopefully take a few pictures with you. I'm going to do a bit of a vlog around there, hopefully. I'm going to go on a practice day and I'm going to go on the Friday, I hope. Are you guys going to... Let me know, guys. Comment below if you guys are going to the Open. I think it's a great week. I think there's not enough emphasis of actually going and watching the guys at the top of the game. You can learn so much about your game by watching them. I mean, I've argued with people that the year I spent caddying, I probably earned more in a year than I learned playing 4 years of golf. I watched the great golf. Some of it rubbed off on me. Course management improved drastically, which is another great thing, because you're seeing these guys making these decisions because they back their game, they back their short game, they know their wedges, they know they're going to pitch it 90 yards or 91 yards. And that's a very, very valuable thing, knowing those wedge yardages. It saves you when you're in trouble. And in the future, we've actually got a video coming up with Chris Hansen, who's finished 109 on the Challenge Tour last year. Very, very good player, good friend of mine. Him and his caddy are really great people, and I think a lot of people last year are rooting for him to keep his card, and he did, which is absolutely great. Me and Chris, we're going to be doing a day in the life of Chris Hansen, which is going to be very interesting. He's very, very hard working. He uses TrackMan to do his pitching, which would be great for you guys to see at home and see how a European Tour player works his practice. And also we're going to do a bit of course strategy, which again I think will help a lot of you guys at home. Shape shots, we're going to do undershots, we're going to hit out the trees. Why we hit out the trees this yardage? Because we worked out it's our favourite yardage with TrackMan. I think it's TrackMan can be used in a very, very valuable way, and sometimes it can be overanalyzed with it, and sometimes it can be the great thing to use. Any more questions, guys?
Tom Fixon said he's going today. Open.
Perfect. What days are you thinking of going, Tom?
Have you done all of those?
So, guys, if you've not already, comment, send me your swings in. I've still got some time here, guys. If you want to know any tips, any things, what I think you swing, or do you want me to tell you it looks great, that is absolutely fine. I think sometimes you can look for things that aren't there. And like I said earlier, get practicing those shots. So direct message me, send me those shots, and I'll hopefully give you an opinion on what I think. Done it.
Drew.
Oh. So before I missed out, there's another guy. I think I mentioned him earlier a little bit. Drew has supported me from when I started. It's not Andrew Murray, actually, just to clarify that, because Andrew Murray, I do actually call Drew as well. This is a guy from New York. He supported my YouTube channel, and not that Andrew hasn't. He's been a very good friend to me. He's supported me very, very well throughout the years. He's a great friend, great supporter of me. Don't know what to do without him and Tom sometimes. They're very, very valuable. This is Drew. He's based in New York. Very, very keen golfer. Hard working. Came to me, said he was struggling with a few things. They sent me a list, and there's probably about 7 or 8 swing thoughts on there. So I kind of sent an email back saying, Drew, I think we need to kind of simplify this game for you. And I'll show you a swing. So my 2 top tips for Drew were, if you look at this position on the way back, Drew wouldn't mind me sending you this at all. He's very much underneath the line on the way back. So I'd like to see him swing it a little bit more steeper. And I said this to Buddy Golf earlier using that drill. So if you want to see this drill, guys, just comment email below, subscribe, and I'll send you that drill. So I said to Drew, I want you to swing it, feel like butt the clubs at the ball. I keep referring to that, but I think it's such a valuable thing to know where our club is, our club face is in relation to our golf swing. And then swing it a little bit more up the line. And he said to me, well, I'm going to struggle doing that. I said, well, these things will be a little bit hard to start with, but we're going to make quite a big change here. And he swung it a little bit steeper because he's so flat, and kept the flex in both his legs. I mean, you can see here, guys, he's very, very, very straight leg and weights very predominantly on his left side of the backswing. And ideally, we'd have a little bit of weight transfer on the way back into the right side, and then transfer it through and up and out of it to a nice balanced finish. So 2 things for Drew is, he said he was struggling with loads of things, but I've looked at it and gone, right, we still want to be able to play golf. We don't just want to think, I've got 10 things I need to think about here, I want to improve these 10 things. I've gone to him, right, the first 2 things that I thought were the most pressing and the things that we could improve the quickest, or maybe longer, I don't know, but I picked these 2 things. I thought they were the things that I thought would impact his golf the most were keeping that flex the same in both legs. I don't want to see as much daylight on the way back between his left and right leg. So look at Adam Scott, very, very little daylight there. By daylight, guys, I mean this daylight between the left and right leg, just there. If we can minimise that, we've got a little bit more hip turn. Both left and right knees stay in the same amount of flexion, and also by doing that, we're swinging the club not as flat, a little bit more up the line. And I thought those 2 things for him were the most important 2 things that were going to improve Drew's game the quickest. So we're going to work on those 2 things. Once we've nailed those things, it might make other things work a little bit worse, but once we've nailed those things, then we can move on to the next. But by picking 2 simple things, we're not changing Drew's swing so drastically that he can't go out and play golf. Because ideally, we need to get out there, we need to play golf. That's what we're all wanting to do. We all want to swing it great, but generally, we want to be down on a Friday afternoon or Saturday taking the money off our friends. And if you change too many things, think of too many things, we're not relaxed, we're not into the shots, we're into swinging a golf club. And there's a difference between swinging a golf club and hitting a golf shot. And I think we need to sometimes distinguish ourselves between what we're doing. Practice ground, we're swinging it, and we're hitting shots. On the golf course, we're hitting shots, we're painting pictures, as me and Tom used to call it. We're hitting shots, so is it high fade, low draw, paint shots, work out what works for you guys. They're my 2 top tips for Drew. Any questions below?
Someone said you're HCP.
I don't have a handicap. I turned pro off +1 about a year ago now, actually. I play a little bit of amateur stuff, but previous to that I've carried an European tour from one of my best mates, Tom Murray, and Simon Dyson. I've done a few events with him as well. So I turned pro off +1. Any other questions, guys? Do a bit of a Q&A to finish. Let me know your questions. About 10-15 more minutes, Q&A. Keep your questions coming.
Tom Fenner has said, just say hi, basically.
Hi, Tom. Any other questions, guys? Make sure you're commenting below, subscribing to the channel, like I keep saying. There's some great content coming up with Andrew Murray, former European Open winner, Tom Murray, former Challenge Tour winner, an old boss, and Chris Hansen, European Tour player. He's going to be playing the next few events, so he's one to watch out for, guys. Great work ethic, had a lovely start to the season. I wish him the best of luck, and we've got some videos coming up with him in the future, which will be really, really valuable for you guys at home. If you watch on Instagram, guys, head over to AlexElliottGolf. We're live streaming now. Last 10-15 minutes, give me your questions. Send me your swings in. We've still got some time. AlexElliottGolf, LLT in the Elliott, @gmail.com.
Got some swings. Oh, have you seen the Tobias one? The
Yes,
other one?
on Tobias.
No, another one. No.
Any questions, guys? Do you want to know anything?
Can you do my recent swing, Harry Williams?
Harry Williams. Harry, where's that?
It's on Instagram.
Is it on your Instagram? I'll have a look at it now.
Yeah, it's on Instagram.
Perfect. Give me 2 seconds, Harry. Holding Tobias, another one here. Tobias, this is a great swing, by the way. I like the movement. I like how on the way back we're swinging it, and I like it through the ball. Like I said, I just like to see us following the eyes of the ball a little bit more level, keeping that head level, chest over the ball a little bit more, not as hanging behind it, and I think that'll help improve that strike a little bit and make it more consistent delivery for you. So Harry, I'll look at yours now. Let me head over to your Instagram. This is your latest one, Harry.
You can't. Yeah.
Harry's at your latest one.
Yeah, that is the latest one.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to put it in V1 for you. I think it's a lot better when we look at it through there. Like I say, guys, 10-15 more minutes. Comment below. A bit of Q&A to finish. Just doing Harry's again here. And I keep saying, if you're struggling with what I'm saying here, guys, or you love it, let me know either way. I can explain it in different ways. Subscribe. Tag me in your recent swings. Let me know how you're feeling. Are these improvements helping you? Are they helping your scores? That is the main thing. So just doing Harry here, driver. 2 seconds, getting it up. This looks great, Harry. Really, really good. Very impressive. Let me just put some lines on. Just a little bit underneath the line on the way back, but then on the way down, it's really, really good. I mean, look at that, guys. Very, very athletic, very strong. Look at that. He's brought the club back down on plane. He's nicely rotating out of the way of it. Delivering the ball. Look how open he is here, guys. It's a great, great position. Great torque, great power. Through into a nice balanced finish. Really like that, Harry. Really like that. Is that from today? Looks great. Just make sure you're watching that ball flight early as you can. Testing yourself. can you stand behind one tree and finish it round another tree? I want to know if you can hit big draws, big fades. I don't think there's enough emphasis on that in golf now. I think too much by painting by big swing pictures, paint it by shot pictures. Can I hit fades? Can I hit draws? But like I said to Harry here, a little bit underneath on the way back, but great position at the top now. It's really good. Wrist is matching the club face, which is great. Down, back on plane. Nicely rotating out the way of it left. Just like, and really, really good, Harry. A nice balanced finish. Very, very impressive. I'll show you guys again at home. Let me know your thoughts on this, comment below. Just gonna get it up for you. There you go, guys. I think that's absolutely awesome. Really, really good move. Really good move. Like I said, guys, last 5-10 minutes. Are there any questions? If you're on Instagram, head over to AlexElliottGolf, subscribe, comment below. We're going to hopefully do this probably every Sunday night. So if you want to see the improvements, the same guys this week, send them again this week once you've been practicing. Let me see improvements, and we'll use your videos from this week and next week and see if you've made any improvements in this week. Every Sunday night, we're going to be hopefully analysing swings. So if you're new, old, or I've looked at them before, keep sending them in. Not a problem. I want to here to help you guys. I'm here to help analyse your swings, give you tips, show you some cool equipment, hopefully make golf a little bit more fun and get rid of all the jargon, make it more enjoyable. Send me those swings in, guys. Every Sunday night we're going to hopefully be doing these an hour and a half Q&A and swing tips. So have you got any more questions to finish, guys?
Do you have TrackMan?
Do I have TrackMan? No, at work I use FlightScope. But Chris, like I said earlier when we do a video, we're going to be using TrackMan on there. And they're both very, very good when using the right way, and that's the key thing. Using them in the right way to analyse it in the right way. I think sometimes we, like in my opinion, they use a little bit too much, but that's just my opinion, and I think everybody would say different things, but I think they're very, very good when using the right way. Any more questions, guys, to finish? Like I said, in the future we've got videos of Chris Hansen. We're going to be doing giveaways every month, so we've done this month's giveaway already. Matt Fitzpatrick signed gloves, which Alexander actually won, and they're on the way to him now. In the future we're going to do an restriction towel giveaway. Each month, like I said, they're going to be giveaways. Make sure you subscribe and you enter in those competitions, guys. That is where you're going to be winning these great prizes that you guys can use at home. So 5 minutes, guys. Any more questions? Make sure you subscribe. And AlexElliottGolf, if you watch on YouTube, watch on Instagram, head over to my YouTube account. Watch on there, guys. Comment below. Any more questions? What's your favourite driver? Who's your favourite player? Let me know. Do we think Tiger's going to be doing well at the Masters? Comment below. Do we think he's going to play at the Masters? I think we'd all like to see him play. I know I'm a huge Tiger fan.
LR Golf said awesome.
So guys, just last reminder, if you watch on Instagram, head over to my YouTube channel, AlexElliottGolf. There's going to be some great content coming up in there. Just before we finish, I'm going to remind you what's coming up. Tuesday night, 7 PM. Me and Andrew Murray using the Super Speed swing sticks, analysing them, what our opinions on them, how to use them, how we think that's going to improve his swing speed. Even he's a little bit older. He's a former European Open champion. The following Tuesday, we've got myself and Tom Murray giving you 3 quick, simple steps of how to improve your bunker play. So make sure, guys, you're subscribing to AlexElliottGolf, you're commenting, you're keeping up to date with the latest content, the latest giveaways. And in the future, we've also got a video with European Tour player Chris Hansen. That is what's going to be coming up. Hope you're interested, guys. Thank you very much for sending all your videos in. Like I said, this week, send me your swings again. Next Sunday night, we'll do the same thing. Analyse those swings, see the improvements, and hopefully we'll have some fun, guys.
One last one. LR Golf said, what's a good routine to practice my chipping?
Good routine to practice your chipping. Are you struggling with fatting it or chunking it, or what is your general strike pattern? I think a good game, if we're looking to improve our game, is 3 chips, 3 easy, 3 medium, and 3 hard. So you could, easy would be chip and run, medium would be a little bit of lofty one, and hard would be 1 over a bunker. I think it's great if we do 3 at each. We write down our total footage for them. that might be 29 feet, 50 feet, and we've noted this down. If we're noting it down, we can see hopefully that footage come down. I think a lot of people can chip great when we're practicing, but then don't know how to apply that when we're on the course. And I think through that little simple game, 3 easy, 3 medium, and 3 hard chips, writing down the footage, see this footage come down, we've got a target right, had 60 foot last week on my 9 chips, can I get it to 5 foot less, 5 foot less again? Like I said, in the future we're going to be doing tips on that over my YouTube channel, so if you actually comment and subscribe on them, you'll keep up to date with all the latest games, not only swing tips, but games and how to improve your golf, which I think are very, very valuable in order to take what you practice on a practice ground onto the golf course. Like I said, guys, make sure you send me the swings this week. Don't be afraid to send them in. Next Sunday night we'll do exactly the same thing. We'll analyse your swings from 8 o'clock next Sunday night. Have a great week, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye. Have a great week.